School was shit. A lot of bullying in high school. Absolute hideous. I'm going to double down and make your life a living fucking hell. So I was just like, well, I'll just be loud and a clown. That's what I'll do. And I just would not get let into class a lot of time.
So what, you sit out there just looking at the trees and...
Went through people's bags and ate their lunch.
No, you didn't.
Yeah, I did. Yeah, fuck them. Or I'd do like little gags outside the window and make people laugh, and then when the teacher would turn around and see what everyone's laughing at, I'd dive down and they wouldn't see me, and I was like, this is fine.
Meet Celeste Barber, actor, comedian, mother, and all-round powerhouse. She first captured our hearts with her hilarious takes on the absurdity of social media, but behind the humour is a deeply self-aware woman who's faced her fair share of challenges. From growing up in a small town to navigating the highs and lows of the entertainment industry, Celeste has turned personal struggles into powerful stories, using comedy as both a shield and a spotlight. In this unfiltered conversation with Sigourney, she opens up about everything from parenting and mental health to ADHD, burnout, therapy, and the power of setting boundaries. With honesty and heart, Celeste reveals how resilience, creativity, and humour have carried her through, and how building an inclusive beauty brand for women over 35 has become part of her mission to empower others. Only on Beautiful Inside by Beauty Kate.
Welcome to Beautiful Inside. I'm Sigourney Cantelo. For over 20 years as a magazine beauty and health director and founder of Beauty Kate, I've shared stories about how to be beautiful on the outside. But recently, I've also been on my own journey to uncover what it means to be beautiful within. Inspired by my own experiences with mental health and healing, I'm meeting people who have remarkable stories to share. How have they come back from the brink of adversity and reclaimed their power? How do they continue to nurture their inner selves while creating space for joy, beauty, and well-being? Now, before we dive in, I have a small favour to ask you. You have no idea what a difference it makes. Yep, you guessed it. Please hit subscribe or follow. This small gesture means that we'll have greater reach, better scope for guests, and more resources to make this show the very best that it can be. And feel free to comment on YouTube and tell me what you want to see more of. And together we can keep these important conversations going and continue to explore the link between inner and outer beauty. This episode of Beautiful Inside is brought to you by Mesoprotech's scientifically formulated skincare. You may be familiar with their famous Cosmelan method for hyperpigmentation, or you may have heard skin doctors rave about their mesoprotech sunscreen because it actually helps regulate melanin production and prevent new pigment from forming. The brand was born in a Barcelona pharmacy lab 40 years ago, and their products are still developed in partnership with hospitals and universities. They're in 110 countries and are known for their rigorous scientific R&D. The way I think about skincare is just give me the stuff that works, stuff the fluff. I don't want perfume products and celebrity ambassadors. I just don't have time. I have one face and I want formulations that are lab tested and doctor driven because those guys are at the front line of skin research and they know what's going on. So if you feel the same, the team at Mesoprotech have a special offer for our beautiful Beauty Kate community. Use the code BeautyKate for 20% off site-wide at www.mesoaesthetic.com.au. It's only valid for a short time, so check out the show notes for more details. So thank you. Thank you for coming and being in my home.
Your apartment.
My amazing.
Your amazing apartment.
Gold Coast apartment.
Welcome. It's nice to be here.
Yeah. Thought it would be a good opportunity to understand.
Yeah, absolutely. Burnout is so real. And even more so now because of phones.
Exactly.
Because of social media.
We don't stop.
Well, you're not allowed to stop.
No, especially when you run a business. And
if you stop, you lose followers. You lose followers, you lose income. You lose relevance.
Exactly.
I don't really subscribe to that. I try not to myself. I try not to. I think because I have been doing social media for a decade. Yeah. So I'm kind of like ye oldie. Yes. Social media. So I built the audience and built the following. It wasn't kind of fleeting, which I think it can be now. It's like, you do something, everyone likes it, then you do something different that people don't expect from you, then you lose all your followers. That's it. It's over. It's done. All contracts are cancelled.
Has that happened to you?
No, it hasn't.
But you've seen it happen to
others. I have seen it because it's so. It's so different now. Yeah. And it can be really dangerous.
Because that's what doing this was like. I was like, everyone knew me as the beauty girl, and then I was like, oh, by the way, I'm doing mental health, and everyone was like,
they're like, no, stay in your lane.
No, actually, we like this. I think.
Yes, stay in your lane, pretty lady. Like, this is what you do, you don't do. But, we're multifaceted.
Exactly.
And
it gives you so much purpose when you're doing this sort of stuff. Like when you start looking a bit deeper and delving deeper and getting those DMs from women saying, thank you so much for sharing this, I'm sure you get a lot of that too.
Yeah, my audience are the tits. I've got the greatest audience. And as I say, I've built them over like a decade now.
They're your
it's
loyalists.
these ladies who kind of feel forgotten about and feel shamed and feel invisible, who see my stuff and go, oh, brilliant. Okay, that's nice. That makes me feel better. That's something. I get so many messages that I don't, but I do try to like them or move them into a folder, but it gets,
I know.
I mean, I get
can't.
overwhelmed at
I'm sure.
getting in a lift and coming here. Like, so trying to, keep on top of that. I try and cut myself a little bit of slack there.
Oh yeah, you have to be.
And they're always there. There's a line. I try to really draw a line with what I do, just because it's never enough. People always want more. Always want more. It doesn't matter. Can I get a photo? Absolutely. Can you send a video to my mum? Absolutely. My auntie's actually with her. Can we quickly FaceTime her? I'm like, I'm just actually with my kids. And I'm like, it's never enough. So I draw lines around
That's
that.
great. You've learned how to set boundaries.
Yeah, it's relatively new, because who likes letting people down?
Yeah, no one.
Especially my audience who have gotten me here and who've stayed with me and who are so yummy to me, and you don't like letting people down.
Of course.
Yeah.
But it's really great that you're doing that.
Well, yeah,
and you've got to protect your mental health.
Yeah, absolutely.
You've only got so much bandwidth.
I only have so much bandwidth, and I only have so much talent. And what I mean by that is, that's what I like to put out there, is what I do. I'm an actor, I'm a comedian, I'm a writer, I'm a businesswoman. Yeah. That's what you get. You don't get all the personal. You don't get to have everything, because I'm old school. I'm from the school of acting, and you need to kind of earn your keep in the industry that I've always wanted to be in, the entertainment industry, and I want to be known for my talent, not just as another name that people know, but they don't really know why they know her. I don't want that. So I talk with my therapist about this as well. It's very important to me that I give out, what I put out is curated, in that it's always authentic to who I am. That's the greatest buzzword in the world, authenticity and authentic, but it is. If I wasn't being me, it'd be disingenuous, and you could fucking see it from space.
Yeah, exactly.
But I also, I don't give everything. I very rarely do podcasts. I very rarely do interviews, because I don't want to.
Oh, well, thank you.
No, of course. I'm happy to, but I'm like, everyone is everywhere all the time. I don't want to be that.
Yeah.
I get fucking so sick of myself. So I'm getting clearer about those boundaries for myself.
Yeah, that's really great.
Yeah.
And you mentioned the therapy. How many years have you been doing therapy?
I've been doing therapy on and off for years. I remember seeing a therapist. Well, I was diagnosed with ADHD when I was 16, so I had a child psychiatrist then. And then I went to since early 20s. Yep. I've been doing therapy off and on.
And for an actor who at times is struggling for work, that's a big investment to actually put money aside for your therapy.
Absolutely. Yeah, absolutely. When 90% of the time you're not working.
Exactly. That's huge.
Yeah.
It's expensive.
I'd like to say I was doing it weekly, but you just do it when you can afford it. When you're making your friends buy you dinner because they got a KFC ad, and you're like, well, dude, you need to pay for rent this week. That's how it went. Yeah. But it's talking about things really helps.
And I think that shows your dedication, and you've been doing it for that long. It shows, and I think it's, in some ways, is it part of the actor's process to sort of see a therapist?
Well, yeah, for me, it's the character study. You need to, I like to kind of character study myself and see, kind of go in as deep as I can, because then when you approach a role, you can use those things that you know about yourself to approach a character.
So maybe we'll go back to the beginning. Okay, so we normally start with the childhood, and I've just got so excited talking about it.
Is this the water?
Yes, that's water, yeah.
Or just a vibe. This is so fancy.
I know, isn't it, this whole hotel?
My Ritalin has just kicked in, so I'm like, I've got like cotton mouth like no one else. It happened then, and I went, oh God, I didn't time this, did I? Oh well.
No, it's good.
I'll get a little tetchy, but then I'll get through it.
I'm due for mine.
Go and have it.
Yeah, you think?
Have it.
Yeah,
Look after yourself. Because then, you know, then another hour goes past and you get annoyed with yourself, don't you? Reckon? Where you're
and
like,
start,
I
like
should
getting
have done
distracted
it.
and talking off the...
Yeah, we can be tetchy together.
Yeah, okay, good. It's changed so much for me, like it's just crazy.
Do you get anxious on it though? Oh,
Sometimes if I have coffee with it. No,
Yes,
if I have coffee with it. Oh, it's so annoying.
fucking annoying.
But then it really helps me.
Thanks, honey. I was anxious last night. I went for a walk with my son. And because I go back on tour.
He's 14, mine's 13. I've got a 13 boy.
Yes, the
I
best.
struggle just with screen time and stuff.
Yeah, I know, I fight.
How do you do it?
Fight.
You just fight with him?
Fight. They just don't have it. My kids just don't have it.
At all?
They don't have it.
What?
They don't play any games. They don't have any social media. They just don't have it because I fucking fight with them from the beginning of time. From the beginning of when they could pick it up, I'm like, this isn't a thing.
So how did you cut it out? What did you do?
I just never gave it to them to start with. I think because
Oh my God.
it's hard though.
Yeah, I bet it is.
And
His
look,
peer pressure.
my kids will come home and be like, well, all my mates hung out on the weekend because they talked about it when they played Fortnite and they organised a big catch up. And I'm like, I get it. I absolutely not. You are not playing that game ever.
Amazing. Wow.
I think because of the way my brain works and my son's brain works
Has
the
he got
same.
ADHD?
Yeah, and he's diagnosed and he's medicated and he's just too fucking smart for it. I can see it in him. I have to say credit where credit's due to him though. He had Snapchat because I didn't realise what Snapchat was. I thought it was a texting service.
Yeah. I love the way the kids tell you something. You're like,
honestly,
yeah, sure,
I know. And then he deleted it himself. And I was like, why? You're a king. Why did you do that? And he goes, just because, Mum. It's like, ding, 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 ding.
God.
And he goes, it was just driving me crazy. My kids, they just...
Does Lou have a phone?
Lou has a phone.
And how do you keep the games off it?
He just doesn't have them.
He doesn't have them on his phone. He hasn't downloaded them. That's amazing. Or the apps.
But I think because he never had it...
Yeah, he doesn't know.
And... the hyperfocus of ADHD as well, right? So because it's not there just going trigger, 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 but like you say, the dopamine hit, he kind of looks over and goes, oh, maybe I'm more interested in that. Or he'll go on YouTube and just maybe watch, he loves cars.
Yeah.
And loves football. So he'll watch how to
Which
score a
is
try or
fine.
whatever. That, I love, eat that up.
Yeah.
I love that. But
Yeah.
he won't, and I'll check his phone. I'm like, oh, hang on a minute, mate. Let's just have a little look. You seem amazing, but let's just have a little look here. And I'll be like, what's your screen time? Oh, 57 minutes, well done. Unbelievable. But, mate, I have to tell you, I have been fighting the fight.
And does he still put up a fight? Does he still fight to try and get
My
out?
youngest does, my 11-year-old does, but I'm like, you'll be fine. Stop it.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Get
You're
back in
just
your box.
not, absolutely not. But if Buddy, my youngest, he sometimes plays roadblocks, right?
Yeah.
Whatever it's called.
Roblox.
With his friends.
Yeah. My
And
daughter
then
does
when he
too.
comes off, after fighting, he'll come off and I'll say, I just need you to know, I just want you to have a little minute and track back on how you responded to coming off that.
Yeah.
And it's not great, mate. Like it's not great. You're
Yep.
really aggressive
Yep.
and it's not you. But I always say to the boys, it's not your fault. Those machines are monsters and the men that made them are monsters. I love how all of those dudes who made those apps and Steve Jobs and everyone who made it were like, oh, look at these amazing things we've made. Our kids don't have them. They were so proud
100%.
to come out and be like, oh no, our children aren't allowed them. I'm like, you bastards.
Yeah, exactly.
You've made this
You're creating an
impossible for us.
addictive drug for kids, and then
Yeah.
you're like, they've got those labs set up to, dopamine labs where
Yeah.
they work out exactly
Oh,
how
it's
to make
revolting.
it. Oh, I'm so proud of you and happy for you that you've managed to do that, and I am inspired. I don't know if I'll be able to ever go back, but
Yeah, those poor kids, it breaks my heart.
You're right.
Like my kids are the ones that when we all go out for dinner with friends and all the kids have their phones, my kids come on and go, do you guys want to play Uno? They pull out Uno cards. And I'll tell you now, every kid there goes, fuck yeah.
Oh.
And they play, because it's different. It's
Yeah.
like, oh, look at this ye olde times. Or, there's a horse and
And they're
carriage
bored by
outside.
everyone being on
yeah,
screens.
it's a little bit of a flex now for the boys. I think that's kind of
They like being
a bit how social media is going
Oh, gosh.
as well, where, like cool kids don't have it. I think my boys sometimes are like, no, we don't play that because we like to go outside and touch grass. It's like, oh, like I really feel for the kids.
Yeah.
Like putting a plate of drugs in front of them and going, don't touch it. Putting a plate of drugs in front of a drug addict going, don't touch it, and then leaving the room. But there's been a lot of fighting.
Yeah, well, you got through it, and it sounds like they're kind of accustomed to it now, so that's great.
Hopefully.
Yeah. Well, back to your childhood. What was it like? You grew up here?
Yes.
Yeah, Northern Rivers sort of region?
Yeah. Look, it was good. I got into dancing really young, and that's what made life beautiful for me. I have an older sister, Olivia, who's 3.5 years older than me, and she's the funniest person in any room. Oh, she's
not funnier than you.
Absolutely, absolutely, and she's more kind of brash, if you can believe that. And like, she's the funniest person you'll ever meet. It was just the four of us, mum, dad, Liv, and me.
Yeah.
And school was shit. Like, school was super shit for me. A lot of bullying in high school. I don't really remember much about primary school. Apart from it being fine.
So how did you get through that? That would have been really tough, like school being hard.
Well, super lucky because I found my purpose young.
Yeah.
Like, I've been thinking about that a lot lately, actually, how lucky I was to have found acting, dancing, performing, which was my love, and going, oh, great, well, that's just what I'm going to work toward.
You had laser focus.
100%. And I just feel so lucky because so many people, you realise as you get old, you talk to people, like, I had no fucking idea what I wanted to do. I wish I did. True. I wish I knew what I wanted to do. And I'm really lucky because then the bullying stuff, it's kind of like I could handle 6 hours of hell at school because I knew I was going to dancing after it, or I knew I was going to go home and watch Janet Jackson concert and dance, and you just kind of drive through. I just became super, super resilient. Someone said that to me actually a few years ago. They were like, wow, you're really resilient, aren't you? Like, and I went, yeah, fuck, I am. I think
it did,
yeah, it built a lot of resilience. It builds character. I don't know if I really subscribe to the idea of it kind of having a tough time at school is a rite of passage.
No,
I think and I think it's all right. It'll toughen them up, or life could be tough. Like, yeah, I think there needs to be a lot done in schools around bullying.
Do you think that those girls were jealous because you were so driven and purposeful in what you loved? Maybe they were kind of, that just threw them and they were like...
No.
I wish
it was that full circle. I think I was really fucking annoying. I really do. I was undiagnosed ADHD.
Yeah.
I was loud.
Yeah.
Even without ADHD, I'm loud. I'm dramatic.
That's perfect for what you are doing.
Absolutely. But that's annoying to other 12, 13, 14, 15-year-old girls. That's annoying.
Yeah, you're right. Right.
But
they were probably all like, trying to fit in.
Yeah, everyone's fighting for their lives when they're that age.
age.
Teenagers are fighting for their lives every fucking day because it's a shit show.
Yeah.
But there's that and going, oh, that girl's weird and annoying.
Yeah.
And then there's absolute hideous, I'm going to double down and make your life a living fucking hell.
Victimisation.
Yeah, people just...
Didn't they just stop talking to you for a
the
whole
entire year?
The entire year?
They got the year...
Was it just a girls' school?
No.
The boys got... And the boys didn't do it
some
either?
of the boys were. But, I mean, I wasn't super close with boys when I was 13, 14 years old. Yeah, they just made up their mind one day that I...
So you had
was
no one shit with at lunch?
No.
You poor thing.
Yeah. When I think back, I'm like, oh,
fucking
little
awful.
one. Yeah, it was, but I don't want to say but, because yeah, it was.
It was. You can own that.
It was, and I think that about schools now, where, if there's a group of kids together, and then you look over and there's one kid on their own, go into what's going on. Something's going on. Like, I think there needs to be...
They just turned a blind eye. They didn't do anything about it.
No, it was the 90s as well.
Yeah.
So it's just
they were just busy being teachers.
Whatever.
So whatever.
Yeah. Go to school, do your thing, go home. But, I would write jokes, like just sit alone at lunch and just kind of write jokes, or But like the in-class stuff was hard because I was...
Yeah, what do you do when you've got to pair up or something?
Well,
with
and
a
I was
partner?
dumb, for want of a better word. I wasn't smart. I couldn't read anything.
Okay, so the teachers just ignored you. What happened when you got home? Was your family, did they understand the extremeness of it?
So, I mean, I would tell them a bit about it, but it's also really embarrassing.
Yeah.
It's really embarrassing.
You would have had shame, and that's probably stayed with you your whole life.
Yeah, 100%. And also, like, at school, like, in class, just not... I couldn't really read, you know, the focus, so I was just like, well, I'll just be loud and a clown. That's what I'll do. And I just would not get let into class a lot of time.
No way.
I'd have teachers, I remember walking in and teachers would just stop me and be like, let's not worry about it today. And I'm like, fine.
Oh, you poor
Just
thing.
because hard work, right?
Yeah. So what, you sit out there just looking at the stuff, like the trees and...
Went through people's bags and ate their lunch.
No, you didn't.
Yeah, I did. Yeah, fuck them.
Fuck you, you're not talking to me, I'm going to have
Absolutely. Or I'd do like little gags outside the window and make people laugh, and then when the teacher would turn around to see what everyone's laughing at, I'd dive down and they wouldn't see me, and I was like, this is fine. This is fine. The boys would laugh at that, those girls that didn't like you know. Others.
Now I see the resilience, like, you know, like
Yeah.
that's really, you had to do something. And if you didn't clown around,
Yeah.
you'd be like crying, right?
Oh yeah, I mean, there was a lot of crying.
Yeah.
A lot of crying. So just like struggling at school anyway, academically, and then just having no mates. Just like, this is balls. Yeah.
At what point whose decision was it to take you to the psych and when you had the diagnosis?
Mum's.
Yeah.
Because I was just struggling at school.
Yeah.
Struggling.
Yeah. And so she figured
Didn't have
there
friends,
must be something.
couldn't focus, was failing everything, was disruptive, was all the things. And remember, this is the 90s.
Yeah.
So it's, well, she's just naughty. She's just bad and she's just naughty and she's just attention seeking and she's a bit dumb, but she's kind of funny, but you're not really seen as funny, just seen as loud because that's what girls are. They're not, you know. And then, yeah, Mum took me. We looked at changing schools. I remember that because my parents were at their wits' end going, what do we fucking do? And we looked to change schools and I was just hysterical at the thought of it because I think it's like better the devil you know. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, wow.
It's like I can't make any friends as it is with people I've known since year 7 and I was going into year 10. How, you know, it was just terrible. And then went to the doctor.
Yeah.
And as soon as I walked in, he went, here's some drugs. Pretty much.
You are the poster child of ADHD.
But then the shame around that, no one could know because, again, back then, ADHD is loud and annoying and dumb and stupid and attention seeking and a loser and it's... So then you get diagnosed with it and you go, I'm all of those things. Or no one could know. No one could know. Yeah, so there was one teacher my mum told... just to keep onto my medication if I ever forgot. I never did. I had 7:30, 11 and 3
you just slip out and go
in my pocket.
How did you do that without anyone spotting you?
Well, the 11 was when the bell would ring for a new class, so I'd walk. And the tablets were small, so I didn't need water.
Oh, you've gotten good at that.
So good at masking.
Like Americans, they never use water
Yes,
treatments.
no one masks like we mask. Like you just figured it out. Yeah.
And then did it turn around overnight?
Completely.
That's crazy.
Completely.
Yeah, I mean, I know the feeling.
Yeah.
Like when you suddenly, like, the clouds parted for me, it was like,
Yeah.
oh.
Absolutely. But then I'm in year 10.
Yeah.
And I haven't had any schooling really.
So you had to catch up.
Yeah, which I couldn't do because I'm not very academic.
Yeah.
But found drama.
Great. And
Thank God.
Did the social stuff work itself out once you were medicated as well?
I don't really ever remember going.
Did it get easy?
Yes, I think it
little
did.
bit, yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. I remember at the end of year 8, one of the girls, maybe both of them, I remember we were like about to break for the end of the year and we were sitting and I was walking past and I was like, oh no, I'm not allowed to fucking sit there, but I kind of sat nearby or something. And they went around the group and were like, I can't remember what the question was. Are you going away for the holidays? And be like, no. Are you going away for holidays? No. Are you going away for the holidays? No. Then they got to me and went, what about you? And I went,
oh, they're talking to me.
I went, yeah, no, mate. And like a year of not being able, I was like, here's all the words. And I was like, oh, okay, so we've just decided I'm good now. But at the same time,
where are those
crumbs.
women now?
I know exactly where they are now.
Oh.
I saw one of them in Bunnings and I freaked out and ran the other way. Yeah, it does. My husband looks at me, he's like, you really, like with all you've accomplished, you're still down at the carols and you see one of them and I pack up and leave. He's like, for fuck's sake.
That's understandable.
I
would feel the same.
It's in.
Of course.
It's in.
It's deep. It's
yeah.
deep trauma. It is.
Yeah.
It is. Are they the voices? You've said that you have those limiting self-beliefs and that you've had to really work on your self-talk. Do you think they're the voices that are in your head when you...
I don't think they have. Well, I know they don't have that much power.
That's good.
I know
So
that's
more the
me.
ADHD
I know my brain is very, very powerful. So that negative speak is all in my voice. It's all in my voice, yeah.
And what have you got that from? Do you think that's from just the early ADHD diagnosis and the shame around that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. And not being very academic and not being very sporty, but being really funny. But when you're a young girl, that's not a thing.
Right.
In the night, it's not a thing. You're just
then it
loud.
wasn't. Yeah.
It's like be pretty and sit or help that boy with his homework or go. But I was funny and quirky and people like, that's not a thing. You're
we don't know
weird.
where to put you.
Yeah, you're weird.
Yeah.
Don't be weird. And I'm like, oh no, weird is the best. I love it.
So you didn't hide it then? You just stayed yourself? Oh my God, my fly's undone.
Oh my God, amazing! Are you serious? I'm trying to see if we can see. Oh, that's so good. Not anymore.
Not anymore.
Oh my God, that's so good. What did you just ask me?
I said you didn't learn to hide it because...
Oh no, I absolutely mastered. I was just a ball of fucking angst all day, every day at school. There was no eating, there was just
you poor
panicking
thing.
and then...
Your digestive system must have all been like...
Yeah, you haven't shat in 20 years. And then, then you got to go into class and you're dumb and you don't know and then that's embarrassing. And the girls that were mean to me were fucking smart too. Like... smart girls.
Yeah, they wouldn't get caught.
Like, oh, you assholes! You guys have got it all. And then of course, well, you girls are smart and you're kind of pretty and you're popular. Of course, I'm a loser. That makes just all of that.
Yeah, you just
and you go, yeah, I know where to put that.
So what are the tools that you've developed with your therapist to rise above those voices and block them out? Like, what are some of the things that you do? Is it breath work? Is it just shut up? Like, is there something?
It's a bit of both, and it's not only working with my therapist, but you learn it at drum school, at uni. You learn like a lot of that breath work to center yourself, to then approach a character, approach a role or something, to find that center. That absolutely helps me. I walk a lot and I listen to music, and music really changes my makeup on a cellular level. Like I can have a really excellent imagination. I can transport myself to Madison Square Garden dancing with Janet Jackson when I walk. And
Is it always Janet?
Always.
Always Janet.
Sometimes Beyonce, but that's when just Beyonce gets me out and it's just her and I. But overall...
so you've got a whole visualisation in your head
100%.
where you're up on stage.
Yeah. When I go for a walk, I've had friends say that they've seen me and I'm like... like walking.
Are you a backup dancer or are you at the front?
No, I'm a backup dancer.
Yeah.
A backup dancer. Yeah. Absolute backup dancer.
Well, I've seen the dancers and they're really excellent.
I'm fully committed to it.
You should be up there.
But yeah, walking and music help. Also,
how long do you walk every day? Is it like a set thing or you just with a dog?
Yeah, I take Ricky Baker, but I also then do what my best friend Betty calls is a whoosh walk, to whoosh it out. He's like, if you're getting goes, you need to go on a whoosh walk, and he can tell when I haven't, like to whoosh it away.
If you're a brand with purpose and you want to reach smart, emotionally engaged women who love beauty, wellness and lifestyle, then let's talk. Podcast ads are powerful. Listeners trust them. But with Beautiful Inside and Beauticate, it doesn't stop at audio. We offer layered, thoughtful campaigns across podcast, editorial, email and social. We've helped dozens of brands connect deeply with our audience, and we've got the client love notes and case studies to prove it. If you want to advertise with intention, head to beauticate.com/advertise and let's make something beautiful.
What was I going to say? Oh wow, come on, Ritlin. Come on. There's something. Oh, lately I saw this thing online, even though online's bad, where a woman said that she names her negative voice.
Oh.
Have you heard of this?
I haven't.
And,
that's clever. Shut up, Nancy.
But yeah, she's like,
Nancy.
give it a name, because then you identify it as someone that isn't
Separate
you.
from you. That's brilliant.
So mine is Becky.
Becky, oh Becky, she's so. Like,
But it's
Becky.
And again, this is something we kind of touched on at drama school and stuff. It's like when that negative speak comes in.
I love
It's
that.
really interesting, and I've been doing it lately, and it kind of makes me giggle a little bit, because it's like, because your brain thinks it's helping you out, right?
Yeah.
It thinks it's like,
Yeah,
I've got this,
protecting
and
you.
you're like, no, I go, okay, hey, Becky, I know you're doing the best you can, but we're not going to get into that today. Thank you. You can sit down.
Step aside.
I don't need that. Like, if I wake up in the morning and already my brain's going, I'm like, Becky, it's 6 a.m. We're not doing this today.
That's brilliant.
I know you're trying to help, but you're annoying me. Thank you. But like acknowledging it
Yep.
helps.
Yeah, and thank you for trying to help.
I know, yeah, instead of going, fuck you,
Fuck you,
fucking
Becky.
bitch.
Piss
Because
off,
then someone
Becky.
else you're fucking fighting within your brain. You're like, I see what you're trying to doing. I see what you're trying to do. I'm good at the moment. Thank
That's really
you.
nice.
Off
You're
you
quite
go.
polite to Becky.
So, well, when you're
I'd be like,
recording me, I
"Fuck
am.
you,
But
Becky."
usually, if my husband will walk into the bathroom, I'm like, fucking Becky, in the mirror. Like, if you, yeah. Listen, fourth warning, I'll
Knock
get
your
you.
fucking teeth
I'm
out,
going to find
Becky.
your kids. I'm going to, yeah. Sometimes a bit like that with Becky.
Yeah, good. Well, you need to be. Fuck Becky.
Fuck Becky.
So 20s, 30s, acting, All Saints. What were those years like in terms of, you know, how you got through the tough times, how you kept going? Because being an actor is fucking hard.
Yeah.
It's also the best job, probably.
Best job in the whole wide world.
Yeah.
Best job in the whole wide world. Well, it used to be.
Yeah.
When acting was acting and the industry wasn't fucking bananas like it is now. It's a free-for-all now.
As in, like,
As in...
anyone can
anyone.
be an actor. Well, that's the same as journalism.
It's like...
Photography and...
I watched Sirens. Have you seen that show on Netflix?
Yeah, I
on
started
Netflix?
watching it. Yeah, we're only into episode 1.
The show's fine. I ate it up because they were actors.
Oh.
3 actors who you could tell have gone through the script,
Yes.
figured out nuance and connection,
It's a proper show.
and invested into the scene and read a script and done their homework and know, as opposed to just going, well, I have a massive online following, or you know, I'm an influencer and I can get my own show, and that's also got its own thing, but it's just not the same. There's no such thing as movie stars anymore. The woman who taught us how to fold undies went to the Oscars. I don't understand.
What, Marie Kondo?
Yes, she went to the Oscars. She was invited to the Oscars. Good on her, but yeah. So there's no such thing as kind of genre anymore, and that
delineation
it's just like if you're famous, you're at the Oscars. You're getting awarded for talent that you don't have. I'm not saying folding undies isn't a talent. So I did All Saints, and that was the greatest job. Like, those people are my family still. I love them. It was my first job, and I auditioned. I got the role. It was meant to be a semi-regular. It was meant to be a guestie. And I remember thinking, you're not getting rid of me. I had friends that were on it as well. And so Mark, beautiful Mark, and Will, and then Ginny came on, and John Howard and Tammy. It was the best. And then I bumped up to semi-reg, and then I bumped up to being a regular. I was on there for 5 years.
5 years.
Best. If they reboot that, I'm on.
You're in.
I'm
Here we go.
in.
You heard it here first. Come on.
It's also, it's sad that those sort of shows aren't around anymore, because every week 5 new actors would have a job. You know, different storylines, right?
So there's not anything like that.
Nothing like that anymore. Nothing.
God, you're right. I hadn't
There's
thought of that.
maths. I don't know anything else that's being made.
That's being made in Australia, surely.
No, there's other stuff being made, but there's no serials and stuff
but
anymore.
nothing that regular and nothing in a drama capacity.
Where you need to have, like, actors are hired, actors are cast to play a role. Yeah, No, it was the best. I loved it.
So when did the industry really start to shift, do you think?
Streaming.
So that was, what year was that, like early 2000s?
My
When
husband did.
streaming happened. Where were you? Like, do you remember, were you working in a job at the point, or?
No, I had a lot of time out of the industry, not by choice, because I had kids.
Oh, because you had the daughter, Arpy's daughters?
I had Arpy's daughters.
And then you had
no,
your
but I had my own
boys,
kids,
yeah.
And I just couldn't book a job. It's hard to get a job.
Yeah.
It's really fucking hard to get a job as
So
an
did you
actor.
actually like bow out, or were you still like,
No.
your photos with the agents, and you're still trying to constantly
always had
get
an
work?
agent, always
Yeah.
going, and that
But there was
was
just
when you
nothing.
went into rooms for auditions. Now it's all on tape.
Yeah.
No, never. I never voluntarily bowed out. I just didn't get work.
Yeah, there was
So I
nothing.
probably shouldn't say it like that. That's just the ebb and flow of the industry.
Yeah.
You work and then you don't. Something that I still to this day can never get used to.
No.
And like when I talk to my team, like either in America or here in London, when I talk to them, I'm like, well, what's going on? They're like, mate, it's the same thing
Yeah.
we've been. And I'm like, well, why aren't I on set? Well, where's all the auditions? And they're like, what do you think you work at Woolies? It's not consistent, but I still have that in me. I'm like, I just want to work. I want to be on set. That's why I'm touring.
Yeah.
Because I want to work. I want to be performing all the time. And I just won't take that. I just won't take, no, there's not much on at the moment. I'm like, well, I'll put something on.
I'll make something.
I'll put something on.
Yeah.
Yeah. I've always been like that.
So were you working at doing something else for money, or what were you doing?
Teaching, acting,
Oh, were you?
and teaching dance.
Oh, dance, yeah.
Well, kind of teaching dancers how to act.
Oh, wow.
And a little bit of
Well, that's a
dancing
good
as
niche.
well. Yeah, no, I loved it. Absolutely. I was
Up
doing that on
here?
the Central
Central
Coast.
Coast.
And I loved it. I had two little boys. I had the girls as well. And it was so great. I loved it so much.
And was this the period when you and your sister came up with the whole concept of?
Well, yeah, that was kind of around that time. I remember sending her photos. Going, hilarious.
So whose idea was it?
Mine.
It was yours.
I don't know where the narrative came along that my sister started this.
I think
She's
it was
gonna
an
love that.
interview.
Yeah,
I
I
think it was an
know.
interview
Someone
somewhere.
said that, and that, yeah. Oh,
Okay, good.
Sure.
Well-
My sister started it all. Whatever. Yeah. I'm Kourtney Kardashian. My sister's Kim. I'm just on her coattails.
You guys started sending messages to each
Yeah,
other of
just going-
funny memes going, yeah, I don't look like that at school drop off.
Yeah, someone would post something absurd.
Yeah.
And be like, school drop off, and we'd be like, challenge accepted. Like, imagine trying to do that. And so
So you did.
yeah, and I also I knew what I was doing as well. I knew it was funny, and that was, are we 10 years ago when I started doing this? I think it
Are we 10?
was. Yeah.
Could be.
And I remember
It was a
Instagram
Facebook
going,
post, wasn't it? I think your first post was my friend Emma Seabold, because she was like at a Pilates bar. I
Oh,
said to
yeah?
her, that's my friend Emma. She lives up in Byron, and I said I'm interviewing Celeste, and she goes, I was her first.
hi Emma.
Hi Emma.
I knew it was funny. I knew
You knew
when
from
you
the word.
look, absolutely. I always look at things through the funny lens, the comedic lens. What's funny? Because I know that so well. I find that
Yes.
so easy. But I remember going, A, it's funny, and this is important because this is when Instagram came about, and women were being made to feel like extra pieces of shit outside of magazines that we already know were hard work to keep up with. And then this app came along where this new breed of influencers were like, hey, this is what I look like, and if you don't, sucked in. And you're like, what the fuck is this? What is your currency? What is your talent? What is your... Oh, nothing. You're just hot. Oh,
You're
hang
just
on.
beautiful, and you have a photographer for a boyfriend who
Sucked
makes
in,
you look
you're
even
dog
more
ugly,
beautiful.
look at me. And I was like, oh, this is... No. I'm going to have a little fun with this. And, yeah, empower some women and myself at the same time.
That was part of the joy of just, in your comfiest undies.
Yeah. Yeah.
With all the shit that you went through at school and that negative fucking Becky in your head.
Vicky's good.
Vicky's not bad.
I know some
Maybe I'll
Vicky's
be
and they're
Vicky.
nice.
I'll have a Vicky.
Okay.
How did you have the confidence? I guess you just knew it was funny.
And I know my currency. I
Yeah.
know I'm good at funny.
Yeah.
Really happy being funny. I find it really easy. I was going to say I don't think too much about it. That's not true. I it's important to me that I nail a joke but I just think my currency my whole life hasn't been how I look.
No.
And I think as women, as young girls, if you look a certain way, you will be treated a certain way. It's just the facts.
Yep.
It's just the facts.
Yep. Life is easier. It's just doors open.
If you walk down the street, the seas part for you, life is going to be easier for you. We all fucking know that. And I just didn't really ever subscribe to that. I didn't try that. I mean, I didn't go, well, I'm going to try and be prettier or I'm going to try. It's just like, that looks like a lot of work. It's interesting though, I remember my mum saying to me when I was younger, we were going somewhere, and she goes, why don't you put on heels or this? And I was like, no, I'm just going to put on whatever. And I remember my mum saying to me, you're afraid to look good.
Wow.
And at the time I was like, are you saying I don't look good, Mum? How dare you? Like, but now when I think about it, I was like, yeah, it's weird. I don't like attention. I hate attention. I don't like going somewhere. If I go out and there's a party, all the parties that I go to, I don't go. I don't like it because I'm not sitting in my power. I'm not. People looking at what I'm wearing, so I always underdress. I panic about because I just want to kind of keep it, because it's not my strength. Yeah. So being funny and having good social commentary on things is.
Yes.
And I love that about me, and I've always had that. So even though I'm riddled with insecurities, I guess I do have confidence in that. You know your strength. Yeah. But that really surprises me, what you say about still having social anxiety, because I get it too, hate it. Do you think you're an introvert, extrovert, like that kind of thing? Yeah, I don't really understand those. I know people say that a lot. I think I'm I don't know which one of those I am.
One of those,
extrovert, introvert, extrovert.
Yeah, but it's just more that you don't get you don't get energy from being around people. Like you feel a bit drained.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm that.
What's
too.
that?
I think it's introvert, extrovert.
Well, that's
where you
me.
have to go. I have to go to bed after an event and just because it's like full on.
Yeah, no, I find that really full on. Also, because now when I go places, there are expectations of me, and I'm like, everyone needs to just manage those, because I'm not a clown all the time. Leave me alone.
Dance, monkey, dance. Yeah, they would expect a lot. Especially the whole thing of, like you said, FaceTime my auntie. Yeah. Do you get that really?
Yeah.
Because people know that you're lovely and they probably try
and people, but also people are nice to me. Like, it's not them, it's me. Do you know what I mean? It's like, this is what I was saying before about what I want to put out there. I don't want to be famous. I fucking hate it, and I always have, and I do not at all believe people going, well, it's what you got into. I'm like, no, I wanted to be an actor always and forever, and back in the day that was fine. There were a lot of actors. There's movie stars, and then but then there's actors, and we just job and we do our thing, and that's it.
And no one pries into your social life.
It's not like that anymore, and I also know it's tricky, because to be known a little bit can help with work. It is like that, but I also I give enough. I give enough. I don't need to give anymore.
How do you deal with events? How do you do it? Like, what do you do? Do you do anything to prepare yourself? Like,
yeah, I make sure I have people with me. Yeah. An entourage, I guess you could say.
It's great that
it's
you
made
can
up
do
of one or two people.
Yeah.
But that's only a relatively new thing. Yeah. In the past maybe year or so, I would just turn up to stuff on my own and then be like, oh, I haven't thought this through. Because then I can't fucking get out of there.
Just stand by the pole.
I can't get out of there. It's a nightmare.
Right.
But I like to be prepared.
Yeah.
I like to know what's happening.
Yeah.
I like to know when it's finishing.
Yeah.
I like to know what my role is. Like if I'm doing an event.
Yes.
Not a job, not like a corporate or anything, but if I'm going to an awards something, I'm like, is there a red carpet? Yes. Do I have to go on it? Yes. Are you sure? Yes. Fine. So I do that, and I keep my husband very close. Yeah. He's great. He's like people's princess. I think a lot of people invite Celeste so Arpy will come. And off he goes.
Husband doing the rounds, just seeing his people.
Shaking hands, kissing babies.
Great. Perfect.
Yeah, but I have people with me now that kind of help that, and also help pull me away from things when I don't need to be in them.
That's
like, because
great.
I'll be like, sure, once I'm there and I'm like this, I'm like, yeah, sure. But then, you know, I'll turn to my people and be like, no,
Yeah.
help.
Yep, and they'll step in. That's
yeah, it's nice it's nice, and it makes me nicer at an event. It makes me more friendly because
because you're not feeling
because I know
deer in
what
headlights.
is required, and
yeah. That's a good
Yeah.
plan. That's good. That sounds
the
like
2 things I'd go to a year.
yeah. Oh, I'm the same. Definitely a homebody. On Arpy, does he ever feel like what does he think about all of this? How does he take all the things and all the attention? And
He's fantastic. He's really, really great. He's really good at it as well. He you know, if I'm being bratty,
can't imagine that.
I know I can be bratty. I'm like, oh, I don't want to. He can always see the human in people. You know, like he's like, well, they're just stoked to see you or something. At the same time, he looks after me.
That's really great.
He's like, well, don't do it. If you don't fucking do it. If you don't want to do it.
Great.
He's great. Also,
It's a voice of reason.
22 years we've been together, so he's been part of the build. We've built it. It's work. That's whenever people talk to him about it, it's like she just works.
Yeah.
It's work.
It is, yeah.
He knows the work that goes into it.
Craft.
He's part of the work that goes into it. We have children together. I've stepdaughter. Like, there's a lot of moving parts, and he knows what it is. And we had a conversation very, very early on in our relationship that was, I want to work. I want to act. I want to perform. I want to do comedy. I want to write. I want to create. And I'm never going to ever stop wanting to do that. Never. And if I can crack it, I will never retire. Like, I've always been like that, really driven. Wow. And he was like, I want to have children with you, and I want to have a family with you, and I want to, so essentially, he's like, I'll chill at home and I'll do the stuff that we need to do there to have home, and like the best guy in the whole wide world. The best guy.
Amazing.
And I think it's important for people to know that, because there's a lot of audience for men who stay at home while women work. I have a lot of female friends that do the same for their husbands, and they don't get that audience.
No.
A lot of women who are like, I've been doing the same shit as Arpy, and everyone's like, yeah, but Arpy. And Arpy's very good at going, I'm not the only one who does it. And a lot of people say to him, God, you've probably sacrificed a lot for her. And I'm like, no, this is a decision we made together. He's living his dream. I'm living my. We made that conscious decision,
and it works
together. Yeah,
that's really, really nice that you explain that, because I think that's one of those things, and also the acknowledgement of all the women that have been doing it for years.
Absolutely, just expected to.
And so, Bowie, your third baby. I mean,
my Bowie boy.
Where did the idea come from? How did it happen? Was it very like, I need to future-proof myself so I'm not always waiting for the next gig? Was it, I want to be more creative? Was it a combination of everything? Like, what was the first
a bit of
motivator?
A bit of all of that. I got pretty sick of making everyone else rich.
Yeah. I mean, let's be honest. There's a fiscal reason.
Honestly,
too.
but also I saw a real gap in the market for women over the age of 35 in the beauty space, and beauty is massive, multi-bajillion-dollar industry, and it's all around shaming women who get older. And I went, no, we just get better.
Yeah.
And I want to really celebrate that. And I saw all my ladies in my audience that come to my shows who spend money and book hotels and flights and babysitters to come. And I was like, why are you getting forgotten about? Why are you being shamed? And
how did you know, or did you just know when you looked at the marketing of other beauty products that they were being forgotten about? You just weren't seeing them there?
Well, I was being forgotten about. Like, it was me. I remember mixing products together, going, well, I kind of want that and that, but that's really expensive, but that's really good, but I'll use a little bit, like, and then things that would, it's all about Bowie. Bowie's ethos is the best version of you. I just realised, again, with social media, I was like, like I said, I love makeup. I did a makeup course when I was younger. I love it. I've got a real face for makeup. I look great in makeup.
I don't think I knew that you did a makeup course when you were younger.
Yeah, when I used to dance. I did when I was little. Yeah, I know. And I absolutely love it. But I just found it was really fucking complicated. It was getting really complicated. I was like,
baking.
Yeah, I'm like, I like a smoky eye. And I'm like, here's a 75-minute fucking tutorial on how to...
Yeah.
All right. And it wasn't marketed to me.
Yeah.
And I feel like I'm only getting better, and I feel that women only get better as they get older. And I was like, well, I want something that is directly made for me. Yeah. In the age and the body and the face that I have now.
Yeah.
And I want to use my 13-year-old stepdaughter's stuff because it's all anti-aging serum, anti-aging this, I want something, I want to target me. I want to make something for my age group that is easy and fun and affordable and fucking great quality.
Yeah.
And so that's how Bullied came about, and our 5 base face products, just to get you out the door, just to make you feel like the best version of yourself, with giving you a little bit of a kick,
a little bit of a lift,
and without being completely overwhelmed by it.
Well, I have to say, like, you saw it on my bathroom counter.
I'm so excited.
I'm obsessed. Like, I've used Bloody Delicious since you launched it. I was actually doing the last of the tube when the new one came, and I was like, thank you.
Oh, yay.
So it's just something I wear every day because it's so simple. And as I get older, I don't actually want to wear makeup anymore. It's really weird. Like, I've been a beauty editor for 20 years.
Right.
And I don't actually really want to wear makeup.
Yeah,
I just want to wear a tinted luminizer.
Yeah. Best
like,
version of you.
Perfect. A bit of concealer, a bit of like mascara, and that's basically all. Oh, and a brow.
That's exactly what I wanted to do with Bullied. But
isn't it weird how we wear less makeup as well? Like,
but I love how people wear less makeup now, but the beauty industry is like, here's a no makeup look with 58 products. And I think,
it's not
sure, and my God, people are good at doing it.
Yeah.
But I know, no one knows their audience like I know my audience. I love my girls, like I love my ladies. I see their actual squishy faces when they come to my live shows. We talk. They give a shit. So nice. They know I give a shit about them. Like,
have you involved them in the marketing and stuff? Like,
I think about them all the time.
Do you do focus groups and stuff?
No, I can't. I mean, I probably should. Yeah. We will.
Yeah.
But at the moment, I have such a clear idea of what it is, and it's going so well knowing that.
Trust your intuition.
Absolutely. But we've got more things coming out, and that is a direct response to the audience.
To the women.
Yeah, to my girls going, that's fun. Can we have maybe a bit of this? And I was like, I was thinking of that.
Oh, fancy
So
that.
let's do that. Yeah.
And the Perry products.
That's also how Perry came about, because it was, that time where we're out to pasture when we hit
over it.
perimenopause. And I was
What
like...
happened to you first?
Fucking all of it.
All at
Do you know
once?
what happened to me first? The crinkly skin.
Oh, the crepiness.
When
it doesn't bounce back.
It doesn't bounce back. And I got a tattoo because I was like, I'm a fucking gangster. And now I love my Nana, my beautiful Nana. She has passed away many years ago, and I love her, but I don't need her arms. At 43, I've got my Nana's arms. And I went, no. So that's why we made that amazing cream smooth operator. Yeah, it was
and the age spots, like, far
out.
out.
Like, fuck,
what is
leave
this?
us alone.
God, I'm not a livid lady, like liver spots. Is that what they are?
Are they?
I don't know. I just
God,
feel like,
do I have to get that checked as well? What's that?
Yeah, I've got one too.
Have you always had that?
No, this is new. This is an age spot.
I don't know what to tell you, babe. I don't know what to tell you.
Just get some buoy on it.
Just put some lipstick on it. That'll help. But yeah, the crepey skin can bugger off. That was new. So we made that.
Was the first thing, the skin.
Yeah,
Are you getting all that stuff or not? Not yet.
A
That's
little
more of a
bit.
thing.
I'm getting really tight in my chest.
Oh yeah.
And
like anxiety type.
yeah, like
same.
Oh my God, like crippling pain. I've been to doctors. I'm fine. But
you need to take a breath.
They're like, oh, that's perimenopause, and I was like, how dare you?
It's anxiety. Are you on medication for anxiety as well?
No, just ADHD.
Yeah.
I was on Zoloft.
Yeah.
For 100 years, and then I came off that to go back on Ritalin because you can't do it at the same time.
Can't you?
No, you have no. Well, I couldn't. had a shit fit.
I'm not on Zoloft, I'm on another one, but...
I had a shit fit when I did it at the same time. I'll never forget it. I was in Rushcutters Park. Oh my God. Anyway, and I was like, oh, I can't do this. So I wanted to...
Oh, so you were on Zoloft and you went off the Ritalin?
Yeah. So I was off Ritalin for years.
No
until
way.
COVID. I went back on Ritalin in COVID.
way.
Yeah. Yeah, because one of my managers called me and was like, mate, we need to have a talk. I was like, why? And they said, you're not retaining anything we're telling you. You're saying yes to jobs. And then a week later when we send you the dates, you're like, I don't want to do this. I just wasn't retaining. So I came off Zoloft and I went back onto Ritalin because I thought, I want to take a pill for my ADHD and to sort that the fuck out.
Yep.
And then I will work on my anxiety outside of it.
Because the two go so hand in hand.
Yeah, like I was saying before, when I had my Ritalin, I was like, anxiety kicks in a little bit, but then it goes.
And then you're like, oh, I've got this.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah, I just operate in that state lately, I've realised.
Yeah, so you need to do some nervous system stuff. But you do all your breath work.
I do. I also have my tour coming up. I start my tour next week, so there's
that's
always a little
why
bit of... There's a little bit, so I try and cut myself a bit of slack around that. I'm like, you're not just an anxious, crazy lady. It's circumstantial. You've got things going on. You're about to leave the kids again. You're going back on the road. I know. Like I'm having my dream. I had a dream last night where I was on stage, forgot the entire show. So I know that run up. I know that run up to tour where it's like, you're going back to work.
Okay.
So I get a bit anxious around that.
And you've mentioned that you have a couple of anxiety attacks still, like, you know, on social the other day I saw. How do you manage that? Like, do you have an in the moment thing where you go, okay, I need to do that breathwork thing, or like, do you have any little tips and tricks for us anxiety girlies out there that?
You know what I did the other day when I had a crazy anxiety attack? I text Claire, my business partner, said, what's the fucking moon doing?
Okay.
And she was like, it's full tomorrow. And I went, I must be just made up of water.
Well, we are mostly.
It's bananas though. Like
so it's that.
Yeah.
By the calendar of the moon.
And my husband said that to me as well. He went through his phone today before I came here. Went through. He goes, babe, I think there's a full moon coming up and you're going to get your period around then. So just be aware. I was like, thank you very much. But I battle through.
You just battle through.
I battle through.
Well, you just white knuckle it. You just go, we're in for a rocky ride here.
I think it takes over me and I'm like, fuck, it's here. It's here now. You didn't do stuff to stop it from being here. And then my brain starts to go being like, you're not getting any better than this. You should be better at this by now. And then I'm like, we're not playing that fucking game.
Fuck off, Becky.
Yeah, Becky, get out of here. And I'm like, you have anxiety, Celeste, so go for a walk.
Good.
Go for my whoosh walk.
Go your whoosh, yep.
I'll sit in a sauna or I will do some work.
You got a sauna at home?
Yeah. I'll write. I love
and that
working.
Out.
Working calms me down.
What, like, do you write scripts for
I'm writing
your
a show,
comedy?
writing 2 at the moment.
And that does it. That's great.
Yeah.
Sometimes work will wind me up more.
Purposeful, tactile. I'm doing. What's the doing?
Dancing? Can you have a dance?
Yes, I'll throw some Janet on always and dance it out.
Music changes your state.
Yeah, but sometimes you just get frozen.
Yeah.
I'll just be sitting at the foot of my bed going, I haven't moved. Like I think that's the ADHD
that's
thing.
Shut down. That's
where you're just like,
I
haven't.
You freeze, flight, or fight.
Yeah.
Flight or freeze.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, that's good.
Sometimes I do all of that at once. Yeah, exactly. Which is fun.
I want to talk about the Bowie and Storm beauty range because it was so wonderful.
I'm so proud of that collaboration with Storm, and at risk of sounding patronising, I'm so fucking proud of her. She is an exceptional woman. What she is doing in the beauty space, I will be forever grateful to Claire for introducing Storm to Bowie and to me. And I'm so proud, because I'm, all about inclusivity. And that's all well and good when you are a cisgendered, white, able-bodied woman to be like, everyone needs to just be accepted for who they are while I sit over here and everything's amazing. Yeah. And Bowie is for everybody until it isn't. Until I met Storm and was like, I had no idea I had no idea, A, that I wasn't considering you, and B, how easy it is to consider people that don't have able bodies.
Yeah.
It's so easy.
Yeah, so for the uninitiated, it is. They're accessible beauty tools for disability.
For people that have upper body disabilities,
Yeah.
and so you don't think about, well, I know I didn't think about it, like opening a mascara. Not everyone can do that. They have tremors or they don't have hand finger function. So Storm, with her company By Storm, she has created these tools that you put on the end of these beauty instruments, and you can then access it. Like you can open them or you can hold them.
They're like ball shaped or paddle shaped.
And there's a real weight to them as well. And she's also got
margin.
stickers that are coming out. So to put on, I mean, no, these are fine, but you can like that are rough stickers. You can textured.
So you can actually get
so you can
things
grip
open.
them. Yeah.
So that's going to be on her By Storm.
Yes.
It's not going to be a buoy thing.
Yeah, no, I think
it's
we've
gonna be
got
a
yes,
collab?
the stick.
Oh,
Yeah,
great.
but we collaborated with her.
Oh, that's
and
genius.
yeah,
It's very clever.
she's so clever.
Yeah.
She's just so clever.
Oh, her interview for us was beautiful.
And the
Like,
fact
I was
that no
like,
one
"You're amazing."
listened to her when
Yeah,
people are like,
all the-
"Oh, that's cute." Well, that's not really what we're doing. And I was like, Oprah said 100 years ago, if you see something that you could do something about and you don't, that's a real reflection on you as a human. I was going to say it makes you an asshole, but Oprah didn't say that. But I think it does. And I was in that exact position. I was like, this has been brought to me. If I just go, oh, that's really great.
nice. Good for
Is that
you.
really
Good
what
luck.
we're doing at the moment? I am an asshole. That's your clip for the
Yeah, I love it.
podcast.
I'm an
Celeste, I'm an asshole.
No,
Yeah,
that was-
so I'm super, super proud of that collaboration and
And you
really
should be.
proud of her.
I think it's awesome. I think it's bloody great work. So we've talked a little bit about your mental and physical non-negotiables, the whoosh walk. What is, you know, you've had open heart surgery. I mean, that's a little known fact.
Emergency open heart surgery when I was 25.
For a,
I had a hole in my heart, and then they were just going to put a little stent in through your femoral artery. You know when you have something done, you become a fucking professor in it? Yeah. I know everything there is. So it was meant to happen on Friday,
yeah.
an hour and a half surgery, and then I was meant to go home and then be back on set for All Saints on Monday. Good to go.
Yeah.
They put it in and it didn't quite take, so they were like, well, we'll need to pull it out and wake her up and talk to her about options. As they went to pull it out, the thing snapped and in my heart.
No.
Like, and they were like, me, and then, yeah,
And
25.
So did they put you under again, or you weren't awake yet, or?
They couldn't wake me up because if they pulled a tube out of my throat, I would have coughed and it would have lodged and killed me.
God, gee.
So my mum and my then boyfriend, now husband, Arpy, were sitting down at the cafe having a little coffee, and an hour and a half they got the phone. Mum was like, oh, she must be ready, and they were like, can we have a chat to you? And Mum and Arpy walked up and walked around the corner, and they said there were like 5 or 6 doctors standing there in scrubs, and said to my mum, Mrs. Barber, there has been a complication. We need to talk to you in a quiet room.
Oh my God, what no one ever wants to hear.
My mum was like, where's my daughter? Like, just, lost it.
I think they could have rephrased that a little bit.
Well, I think...
She's not dead.
No, exactly.
She's not
but
dead.
I think they were like, we just need to tell you what you need to know. We need to get moving.
Far out.
Yeah. And then 7 hours later, I was... All my trauma sits
when
there.
you woke, yeah.
Still, even...
Maybe
the
when
thought
you
of it.
talk about the tight chest and stuff, maybe.
And because I've got... The way I was cut in a really weird way, so that all my milk ducts were severed, muscles and nerves, bones broken. It was all really full on. See, when I talk about it, I can't get a breath in, but I'm full of scar tissue. I didn't realise that until recently, all of that scar tissue. So when I'm on stage running around like an idiot and I cannot breathe,
That's why.
it's because I've got... So I'm working with a trainer.
I was going to
and
say,
he's doing that at the moment. So I'm working on it slowly to dissolve the scar tissue, really. Yeah.
Wow.
Gross. Scar tissue's
What a
hot.
story. So what do you do wellness-wise? Like, have you got any kind of... You've got your sauna. Are you very into supplements or not at all? Like, what do you sort of do to look after your health?
I ebb and flow
wellness?
with supplements. I'm... breaking news, I'm all or nothing as a human. So I will be like, I'm supplement city. And then I've stopped all of them actually at the moment. I'm like, I can't be asked. I just don't want to.
Yeah. I'm the same.
I wish I could say to you, I like to get up, take my dog to the beach and really just take in the day, and then get home, make the boys the smoothie, and then I get a 5K walk. I don't.
You don't have a morning routine.
These are all things that I do.
Yes.
But I don't do them in order, and I don't do them every day.
Yeah.
And
Well, that would be boring.
a mental health practice for me is being kind to myself about it. Is not going, well, you said you were going to do 10 minutes of yoga every morning and you don't. I'm like, you are doing the best you can.
Great.
That's a big thing that I'm kind of taking with myself, like going through with myself at the moment. Like, you didn't get a 6:30 walk in, but you went at 3.
Yeah.
And you didn't go hard. Exactly. So that whole
still
idea
getting it in.
around
You're
like
still
no
getting it
days
in.
off, I'm like, I cannot subscribe to that, or it will kill me.
But if you're still getting a walk in most days, that's bloody good.
Yeah.
That's better than most people.
And if I'm going nuts, my husband's like, time for a walk.
Bush walk, go out the door.
Go for a bush walk.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
And do you meditate?
No. No.
But you do your breath work.
I do my breath work. I say no. When I'm on a plane, I put on just the Calm app,
Yeah.
or I put on music. Billie Eilish's last album is brilliant for it. And
Ocean
something happens and I get in a real meditative state without kind of realising.
That's good.
Yeah, there's something about...
So more planes, I say, bring on the plane.
No more. I'm on too many fucking... I was at the airport the other day and an air hostess said, you fly more than I do. And I was like, oh, free upgrade? Can I get a free upgrade, please?
She must have been the land staff. No, she was a hostess.
No, I think she was, I don't know, she was in a uniform. But I was like, can I get a free upgrade?
Surely you're a gold, platinum, plus.
Yes, but it means nothing.
Yeah, doesn't it?
No, it
Doesn't
means
give you
nothing
any?
now.
Oh,
No.
shit.
No.
So at the end of all our interviews, we do our Sacred 6, which is our 6 products, practices, protocols. Like, we didn't quite pre-prepare that, so I'm kind of springing this on you a little bit.
Oh, that's okay.
But if there were sort of 6 things that you would say that, your non-negotiables that you do, it doesn't have to be every day because that's hard. Balance is hard.
Yeah.
What do you think they'd be?
I've got one. It's Ritalin.
Well, I mean, it's the ultimate, balance.
Yeah.
Brings you, and I love that you were like, before you were like, oh, I can feel it.
Yeah.
I don't think I'm that in tune with my body. I just know when I'm feeling a bit wrong. Like, I'm like, oh, it must be that time again.
Do you set an alarm to take your
No.
Ritalin?
No, I vaguely just look at the clock and then go, I probably should.
No, but if you don't need to.
No.
If you know, you know what I mean? I
just
reckon
know
you
when
know.
it starts to
How
feel-
often do you take it? 3
I
times?
only take two a day. Or it depends how early I get up. I'll take 3 if I get up really early.
Yeah,
Not a
right.
big dose.
Okay, I've got 2, and then I'll riff on the other 4.
Okay.
It's tricky because I'm home or I'm on tour, so they're different, right?
Oh, of course.
And that's how I split my time, really. Ritalin is something I cannot live without.
In both states.
At home or touring.
Yeah.
When I'm at home, I've just started with a trainer 3 times a week, and it's great. But if it wasn't that, I'm walking. I'm absolutely walking. I can't not do that. And then if I'm touring, I'm at a gym every day.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah, it might be for 10 minutes.
Do you do the cardio or the weights?
Well, when I tour with Betty, my best friend Thomas, he is gym guy and he's really regimented, and I follow, like, I will treadmill to Janet Jackson, the 16-minute video of her at the AMAs.
I love it.
I love it. And then I'll do some weights with Betty.
Yeah.
And I love that.
That's awesome.
I had my other one, but I can't remember what it was. Oh, sauntering is really lovely for me.
Do you infrared or Swiss? What are they?
Infrared.
Swedish.
Infrared we have at home,
Oh,
and I'm really, really enjoying it. I'm not doing the cold shit after it.
Oh,
I'm
no.
not. I also think that's just for men. I think women are supposed to stay warm.
Yeah.
Is that 6? What else do I do?
Walk, gym.
Oh, do you know
have
something
anything else?
silly? Might not be silly, but something that if I'm off or if I'm cold or if I am anxious, I shower.
Oh, right. Not baths? You're not a bather.
No. You know what? I could have a bath for hours, but I could have a shower for days.
Oh, do you sit or
No,
stand?
I stand. I love a shower. It really calms me. I write shows. We all have shower time, right?
Yeah.
You think your best ideas in the shower.
Yeah.
I'm like a 2 to 3 a day.
Do you have... Whoa!
Yeah, but we're in a drought because of me. I'm sorry. It's my fault. I love...
And how long are your average showers?
I'm not going to answer that. But I will have my husband a few times yell and be like, "That's enough, Chook." And I'm like, "Oh, shut up." The worst thing is my sons. I've now passed it down to my sons, and I'm like, "There's no hot water. Get out."
Well, what do you expect?
Yeah, it calms me.
Yeah.
I...
Special candles, incense.
Oh
I don't know,
yeah,
journals.
I have a... No, I don't journal. I probably should journal. There's a lot of shit I should do. I'm a big smells person. I always have. It's called Ice Blue or something. No, it's not. That'll do. Or like a lavender.
Is it essential oils?
Yes, essential oils. So I either have that in the diffuser at home, or when I'm traveling, I have it on my... No, there's more kind of lavendery in it,
nice.
and I have it on my
you
wrist
roll it on your
always.
pulse. Is there a brand? Is it like a...
It's the doTERRA one.
doTERRA.
Yeah, and it reminds me so much of when I had my first son, Lou, lavender. I love it. Yeah.
So it brings you back to that.
Yeah, and I take
Janet
my...
Jackson.
Oh yeah.
That would be your number 6, surely.
Did I say I take my dog out?
You said
I do take Ricky Baker.
Ricky
Hanging out with
Baker.
Ricky Baker's lovely for me.
Animal therapy, it's a thing.
Yeah, he's the best. He loves me so much.
You're his number 1.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Because I do
Top dog.
fucking everything. No one else in the house does anything.
It's always the way.
Yeah.
Your mum is the top dog.
Always. And he's a horny teenager. It's really full on. But
Does he hump your leg?
not mine, but
everyone else's.
everyone else's. And yeah, some dancing. I must move my body. I have to move my body, either walking or dancing or stretching every single day. I have to. And I think because I danced so much when I was younger, and then through drama school, you do 3 hours of yoga every fucking day at drama school.
Do you?
Yeah, and you have movement classes where you have to walk across a room from one end to the other in an hour and a half.
What?
And you have to, the Alexander technique? Just walk.
My
So
God.
I've always been really, really physical. My show is very physical, and I'm so in my body that if I don't do something with it, it all goes to my head.
Oh, okay.
So I
you have
need to
yeah, that's quite an
whoosh.
ADHD thing too. Yeah,
Whoosh it out.
Yeah,
Go for the whoosh walk.
Oh, well, that is brilliant. Like, that was the best chat. Thank you so much.
You know, I'm going to think of 6 excellent
you
things
will.
in the
When
car
you
on
get
the way
you'll be
home.
like, well, just email them to me.
I will. And then you can
video.
just do a little
Or maybe-
AI. Oh yeah, I'll be like, what is 6? I'll ask up. You'll be like, what do I do every day? He goes, I've got a list.
Yeah, exactly.
He'll tell me.
It's on the fridge.
Yeah, absolutely.
Thanks so much for your generosity
So nice to
of
see
time.
you.
It was so lovely to see you.
In your
I loved it.
apartment.
In my lovely apartment.
Thank you, darling.
Oh, that was so fun.
Thank you for joining me on this episode of Beautiful Inside. If you enjoyed this, the best thing you can do is share it with a friend, leave a review, or give us a rating.